2018 Jaguar XF Sportbrake. When the second-generation Jaguar XF arrived in 2016, it made a splash no bigger than a raindrop falling into the Atlantic. Despite moving on to a new architecture and gaining two new four-cylinder engines, the wholly redesigned XF looks as if it received only a mild facelift. When the 2018 XF Sportbrake appears on roads in the United States near the end of this year. However, there will be no confusion about whether it's Covington's latest work. Jag hasn't sold a wagon in this country since the unloved X-Type departed 9 years ago. Highs. Spirited handling, graceful styling, roomy cargo hold. Lows. Uncomfortable seats, sleepy transmission calibration, uninspired engine note. Sportbrake sightings will be rare, though. Americans love a $71,445 wagon like they love Marmite, and this Jaguar's entrance will make the mid-size luxury wagon segment a crowded one. The Mercedes-Benz E400 and the Volvo V90 Cross Country, both boasting long wagon lineages in the States, have sybaritic luxury and comfort well covered. Jaguar hopes the Sportbrake can carve out its own niche within a niche as a sporty driver's car for right-brained pragmatists. With the model's success likely to be measured in hundreds of units sold every year, the Brits initially will import the Sportbrake to the States in a single configuration. The XF Sportbrake with a supercharged 380 horsepower V6, an 8-speed automatic transmission, and all-wheel drive. Jaguar recently announced that more affordable Sportbrake models are coming here eventually, but no other details were given. It zigs, it zags, it kind of mumbles. The Sportbrake demonstrated typical Jaguar chassis prowess on asphalt snaking through northern Portugal's rolling landscapes. The XF steers with on-center alacrity and just the right amount of power assist. Brake-based torque vectoring helps this roughly 4350 pounder turn in and hold a line, yet it also left the pads and rotors radiating heat and stink on a spirited, but not exactly aggressive run. Body roll is controlled well enough that this wagon still has an edge on Jaguar's dynamically adept F-Pace crossover. We should mention that our European drive did tilt the playing field in the Jaguar's favor. Continental Conti Sport Contact 5-piece summer tires elevated the Sportbrake's lateral grip beyond what buyers will experience in the US, where Jaguar will fit only all-season tires on either 19 or 20-inch wheels. And Portugal's impeccably maintained roads offered few opportunities to evaluate impact harshness, so it'll take us getting one on our home turf and its pockmarked pavement to render final judgment in that regard. It's the powertrain that keeps the Sportbrake from fulfilling its complete mission as a dynamic standout. Despite its sizable output, about 60 horsepower more than the Mercedes or the Volvo, the 3.0-liter V6 lacks the instant-on punch you expect of a supercharged engine. That's exacerbated by the ZF-supplied 8-speed transmission that is slow to kick down. Shifts also lack the crispness that makes the same automatic gearbox so satisfying in dozens of Audi and BMW models. The engine note is a letdown too, monotonous and mumbling even at full load. After investing big money in its new 4-cylinder engines and aluminum-intensive architecture, it's time for Jag to turn its attention to its 6s and 8s. Great for cargo, except when that cargo is human. All Sportbrakes come with a self-leveling air spring suspension to combat the dragging wagon rake that otherwise occurs when you fill the load space to capacity. Cargo volume expands from the XF sedan's 19 cubic feet to 32 here with the rear seats up, only 2 less than the F-Pace. With the rear seats folded to make a flat load floor, the Sportbrake has 70 cubic feet of space, 6 cubes more than the F-Pace. The XF is less adept at carrying human cargo, though. The front seats are nearly as flat and firm as the cargo floor, and grow tiresome over long drives. And those same complaints only grow louder when you sit in the shapeless rear seats. At least there's generous legroom and headroom for adults back there. All US market Sportbrakes will come standard with features such as front and rear parking sensors, blind spot monitoring, and adaptive dampers. Jaguar also will offer just 21st edition cars in the US. Painted in Farallon black, a metallic paint with subtle flakes of red and blue that's typically reserved for use by Jaguar Land Rover's SVO personalization division. First edition cars add a selection of tech equipment as standard that is optional on the normal Sportbrake, including a Wi-Fi hotspot, an upgraded Meridian sound system, and Jaguar's activity key that allows its owner to lock and unlock the car with a Fitbit-like wristband. There's also a gesture control feature that allows front seat occupants to open the sunshade on the massive fixed-pane glass roof with an overhand wave. The Jaguar XF Sportbrake appears tailor-built to that adage. The design is timeless,